Hello and welcome to Bellevue High School for this UPSL round of 32 matchup between Bellevue Athletic and Beaverton FC, two highly touted teams, the best of the Pacific Northwest, two teams that are undefeated Bellevue champions of the Washington division of the UPSL, and Beaverton coming out as champions of the Oregon division, both coming off of trophy lifting nights. Athletic, coming out 3-0 winners over local rivals Sharktopus FC to get the Washington title under their belt. For the second straight season in the second straight year, they won it in the spring, and now they win it in the fall, and they head into these UPSL playoffs for the second time in a calendar year. On the other hand, Beaverton FC coming off a victory against St. John's FC as they look to advance to a national round 16 matchup. These are two heavyweight contenders. It will be an exciting matchup here. A highly anticipated UPSL match. Bellevue Athletic, who have done so well this season, they are 10 wins, 2 draws, and no losses. One of those draws was their conference semifinal matchup against Duluth FC, in which they ended up going on in a penalty shootout after an exciting 4-4 draw. Beaverton FC just a couple draws on the season. And both are coming against a Rose City team that finished second in the Oregon division of the UPSL. So these are two teams that have yet to find a real match, yet to put under by any squad. And if any team's going to do it, it's going to be one of these two. It is a shame that one of these two teams has to lose tonight.
Sorry. These are the subs, and then this is the starting 11 contributors. Do you need any, last names or anything? Or
I got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you.
As we are now just about set to kick off here, it'll be Bellevue United in the gray kits attacking from left to right on your screen. Beaverton FC will be in the black. They will be attacking from right to left to start off first half here from Bellevue High School Stadium. Beautiful night for soccer. Beautiful night for some playoff soccer. Two teams enter, only one team can leave. We will see who that team is at the conclusion of 90 minutes. I will be on the call for you today. Separate stream happening on the UPS YouTube channel. We encourage you to check out that alternative camera angle as well, as Bellevue United immediately ahead. Bellevue Athletic aren't able to get that ball through, though. Looking for the pace of Nee Engman, a forward who plied his trade in the USL 2 this past season for West Seattle Junction FC, for Mid Lakes United, playing on the east side of the water. Engman, a player who picked up a goal against eventual USL West Division champions Ballard FC in a match played at Interbay Stadium, pouncing on a mistake in the back and finishing decisively. Athletic will benefit from an early free kick here. Manu Jot will send it long into the middle, flicked up into the air, controlled. The goalkeeper for Beaverton FC today is Joshua Meza. Meza has had a very successful run as of late. Is a Beaverton FC squad that has kept 2 consecutive shutouts, and they've 4 shutouts in their last 5 matches. It's going to be a tough team to break down. And going forward for Beaverton FC, they are averaging 5.5 per game. That is inflated, of course, by a couple of really ridiculous victories they picked up in the Oregon division of the UPSL, a 13-0 and 18-0 result that they were able to pick up in league play, inflating their goals per game margin. But this is still a team that, until their conference final matchup last week against St. John's FC, hadn't failed to score more goals in a single match all season. Their first game with under 3 goals comes in their toughest test of the year against a St. John's team that Bellevue Athletic actually eliminated from the spring UPSL playoffs a few months back, courtesy of 2 Alex Mejia goals. Beaverton looked to forge ahead, but that ball is too long, and it'll go back to the Bellevue FC goalkeeper. It is Matt Janke. Janke, who has been good for some heroics this season for Bellevue between the sticks. He was the shootout hero a couple weeks back against Dual FC after that 4-4 draw. They were unable to score a penalty kick against him. And the Bellevue side went on to win the shootout 3-0 after the 4-4 draw. Duluth and Sharktopus, the only teams in the fall season year that have been able to pick up a full regular play without losing against Bellevue. That was a 1-1 draw in regular season play, Sharktopus, and the 4-4 draw in playoffs. Both teams look to assert themselves here. Teams that are used to playing on the front foot, teams that are used to dominating. A really exciting matchup between two of the best in the Pacific. Bellevue looking to move the ball up the field here. Thrown ahead, taken down, and taken back by Beaverton. Nifty back heel moves it ahead. And it gets all the way through. They were looking for the run ahead there, but could not find it, and it'll go through for a Bellevue goal kick. Launched long by Janke and sent right back. Manu Jop, the UW, makes it all the way to the back line. Headed down and controlled. A long effort is just wide right. That wasn't too far off from something spectacular from Neiman. Saw the goalkeeper off and decided to try his luck. Meza looked to be a little bit behind that, but maybe wouldn't have gotten to it if it was a little bit better placed. Niangman, his shoulders at the Beaverton bench, says he might as well try it. This is a Beaverton FC squad that has been so tough to break down, as I've mentioned, with 4 shutouts in the last 5 matches. The last time that they conceded, besides a 4-1 win, was a 3-3 draw. That was against a Rose City squad, which picked up both the draws that they suffered this season. And that was a game in which Beaverton were happy to come out with a draw. They had a man sent off in the 34th minute and were still able to come down from 3-1 behind to steal a late draw in the last 5 minutes of the match. So this is a team that not only is used to playing with a lot of quality and playing from ahead, but they can play from behind as well if Bellevue are to get off on the front foot. Thrown ahead and chested down. Taken by Beaverton. And going to be a free kick. Drawing the foul is Richard RB. Beaverton looking at a 2-man wall here, looking to send something. Janke directing the troops, getting the defense sent. It's deflected by the wall at the top of the box and sent away. Calls for a handball from bench, but no call from the referee. They play it all the way back to Meza. And the on-rushing Jason Stein is denied a quick takeaway by the quick move by Mesa. Stein, who has been so prolific this year, one of the top players in the UPSL. It's launched long for him, and he's going to be whistled for offside. Sent long. Direct play from both of these teams right now. Just trying to find a way through the defense and pick up an all-important first goal. These are two teams done so well with scoring the first goal this year, as Manu Jop does just enough there in the box to shepherd it out. It's short. Janke gets it to his center back, and now to the right wing back. That's going to be Josh Bull, the midfielder, plays it long ahead. The one of Nee Engman down the right side. Bellevue have been looking to go to Engman a few times today. Main goal involvement on the year was an assist he picked up on the final match day 10 of the regular season. A player who has recently become involved in the squad and getting the start tonight in an all-important win or go home matchup. Bellevue hosting tonight's match. In the spring season, Bellevue won this round of the playoffs and then went to a neutral site in Medford and were eliminated by a club out of California, but right back, big spot in the playoffs. The team only a few years older stamped their mark on this league. As the player goes down there, and it's going to be a free kick or make that a throw-in for Beaverton. Popped up in the air. Beaverton trying to turn. Engman once again doing the hard work. Flex it forward towards the back line. Work to do for the captain. Gets it back to Meza. Chased once again. Stein, the player up front now, causing the problems and doing the attacking and pressing for Bellevue. Beaverton once again building out from the back. The sustained attacking movements so far have been from Beaverton, but Bellevue have looked dangerous on the counter. And of course, with a player like Stein up front, who's got 7 goals and 3 assists this season, a 3-time UPSL Washington Division Player of the Week for this fall, you always have an option going forward. This time they go once again down the right side, and it's played out of bounds by Beaverton. It'll be a quick throw-in for Bellevue. Thrown ahead and headed back down. Beaverton looking to work the other way. Going to move on the midfielder and break through. Goes down to a very defensively sound team. They're conceding less than a goal per game this season. Of course, picking up a big shutout against Sharktopus in the last round of the playoffs. It's a team that didn't keep a whole lot of shutouts during the regular season, but got the stops when needed, and certainly picked it up on the goal scoring end, scoring 3.5 per game. Once again, they go down the right side, and once again, it's a little bit misplayed out for a throw, and once again, unable to reach Stein up. Jason Stein, an experienced player in the ranks of Washington State soccer, previously a captain at Whatcom Community College, played at Western Washington University from 2020 to 2021, a season in which Western Washington Vikings, their best year in recent history, a conference championship, and then made the move to the University of Bellevue, Northwest University, and scored 6, assisted 5 last season for the Eagles. There seems to be some disagreement about the match ball right now. Underinflated as they're going to get it replaced and get a new one in play. And there seems to be a big disagreement now between the players over which ball is going to be better to play with. It looks like they have made their decision. Long throw, launch ahead. Headed down by Bull, and now controlled out by Engman. Stein tried to chest it down, take it away from him, and Engman also missed trying to run through and take it away. The 3 pressing right now are Stein, Peter Kingston down the left wing, and Owen Gortner, prolific forward scorer, down the right side. Gortner and Stein have done the majority of the goal scoring this year for Bellevue. 5 goals and 2 assists, only behind Stein's 7. As B move ahead here into the box, and Manu Diop does the defensive duties, blocks the cross away for our first corner kick of the evening. Thank you once again, making sure his back post is covered. The ball does go to the back post, over everybody and out. To the far end, controlled. Defensive work there is Gortner, the striker. Matched up with a creative winger, and they do get it into the middle. It's flicked onto the back post by the defense. Ball to the middle and deflected out far side. "14 minutes gone here, still 0-0 between Beaverton and Bellevue in this UPSL round of 32 national matchup. Two teams trying to move on to play a team from Northern California region, the Pacific Northwest age-old rivalry of Oregon versus Washington right now. Two squads who have certainly earned the right to be here, as Beaverton once again is putting the pressure on. They earn a corner kick, again from the near side. Send it to the far post. Header is flicked back, unable to send it forward was the attacking player, and it'll be a Bellevue throw-in on the far side. Bellevue, a team that has a plus 17 goal difference this season through UPSL play, 2.75 goals per game and under a goal conceded per game. And they've scored first in 7 of their last 8 matches. That's going to be all important, as it always is in this. Get that opening goal, set the tone. That are not used to trailing. That one's stabbed away by Jose Marufo. Danger not totally clear yet, though. A one-time effort is through goalposts. Not a bad try for Beaverton there on the first time. Half volley effort. Tried to side foot it. To come out with the contact he wanted. It will be a goal kick for Matt Janke. Manu Jop is on goal kick duties and showing why right there. Launches it across midfield and back for Bellevue, trying to build something. Puts it long over the top, looking for Engman. Engman flicks it back up in the air. Coming back to collect is Gortner, but he'll let it go out of bounds, and it will be a throw-in for Beaverton. Headed back. Second ball won by Bellevue, controlled by Stein. Play to the far end. Beaverton now looking to work in transition. They've controlled the possession battle so far in this one. That pass is just a little bit behind the Beaverton player, but he's able to get back to it and launch it. The far wide area, just a bit beyond his target, and out for another Bellevue goal kick. As Janke once again will offer Manu Jop. Jop, player who was very successful at the USL 2 level summer of 2024 for West Seattle Junction. He's someone who's played for the University of Washington for a few years. A teammate of Peter Kingston, who chases after this one for Bellevue and is unable to get there by his pace. A lot of physical talent on display here between two of the best in the Northwest, as they once again try to play it through, and once again it's taken away. The wall is not breaking down right now for Beaverton. Far end, taken down, launched long, and chested down by Jop. Jop did not appear in a match for UW in 2024, but made 5 starts in 2023 as a sophomore. Scored a couple as well, scored against Ohio State and Cal. Certainly a big, imposing player, standing up at 6'5", the Senegalese center back. As that one got out of play for a and will be taken by Beaverton. Thrown and taken down. Stein to find an outlet. Gortner now on the press. Passes beyond Kingston to the far side. Beaverton trying to break out across midfield. They bring it down. And they're 10. Racing down the far wide area. Two Bellevue players there in defense, and eventually it is out of play, but off of a Bellevue Athletic defender. Throw in for Beaverton. No shots on goal yet for either of these teams. 18.5 minutes gone of the 90. Like shortened down, Kingston with the intercept. Plays it into the middle. Lee Engman now in transition, trying to start something on the break, looking long. Stein was the runner, but the pass was beyond him. That last delivery just has not been there for Bellevue through the first 19 minutes of this match. We've seen the runs, we've seen the timing of the runs, but the ball has just been a little bit long at times. And beyond even the pacey strikers like Stein and Gortner. Job unable to win that aerial. And Beaverton will break across midfield. Some step-overs past the 30-yard line. Shoulder to shoulder with Peter Kingston and sends him flying for a Beaverton throw-in. And sent out that time, it was Giuseppe Mercado. Mercado, a player who has made a big impact times this season. Beaverton trying to fuck into the attacking third. Space to build it up from midfield. Long ball in. Headed back. Header that time was won by Ailsh. Play wide area, chasing after it. Beaverton trying to get there. They do. One-on-one with the defender. And over the top. Once again, it is Beaverton who get the shot at the end of the move, but once again, they send it over the top crossbar. Job. Round one. Makes a bit of a stumble and passes it beyond his man. A little shaky so far from Bellevue Athletic. Thrown short. Cross field, near side, too long, beyond the run. And it will be a throw-in for Bellevue. Just trying to get their foot in the door here. Haven't been able to get a clean look at Mesa's goal. The best opportunity they had was a strong about 30 yards out or more from Nee Engman trying to catch Mesa off his line. Wasn't too far off from doing so. Thrown short down to Engman. Chests it down, plays it over his head. Won't get to the intended to get kept in bounds for a second, but now out from Engman, says the assistant referee. Throw in here on the near tongue in front of the Bellevue Athletic dugout. Chested down and sent straight up in the air. Bull is under it, heads it forward. Stein, Kingston. The magical first touch of Kingston that time is blocked down. A player who's shown his quality at the USL 2 level, as that was a long distance effort. That ended up just over the crossbar. That gave Janke something to think about. Back to the sack. Marufo, and now crossed in. Control. So move it backwards. Jop. Ahead to the far side. Pass back was intended for Jop, but intercepted. Played near side, taken down. Controlling at the top of the area. Maybe thinking about another long shot, but they play it to the wide area instead on the near side. Launched in, and it's controlled by Janke. That's going to be the first save of the match for the Bellevue goalkeeper on the third attempt at goal. First one that has ended up troubling him. Back to Jop. A lot of defensive effort has been done by Manu Jop so far. Busy with Beaverton pressing ahead. showing why they are a team averaging over 5 goals per game in the fall 2024. They don't want their fall 2024 season to end tonight at Bellevue High School Stadium, as that long ball by Peter Kingston just looked a bit misguided. Nobody at the end of it and out of bounds. Once again, Bellevue in the gray jerseys attacking from left to right, and Beaverton attacking from right to left in the black jerseys. We're 24 minutes into this one, still nothing to separate these two teams. And when you look at the stats and look at the rosters coming into this matchup, you'd expect there not to be too much to separate these two teams. These are two elite squads who are in fine form, as Kingston has a first-time try, and that's pushed aside and in! Far side, knee Engman opens the scoring! Bellevue 1, Beaverton nothing. Engman, the happy recipient of a free ball at the end after the initial save by Meza. Kingston created it with the first shot. Engman, his first goal for Bellevue, is a big one here in the playoffs. That's the first real chance that Bellevue's had on net, and they capitalize. Kingston was given far too much space at the top of the box. Had a shot with the left foot. Meza did well to parry it off, but not great. Control of the rebound went right to the waiting feet of Nee Engman. He made no mistake from just about 6 yards out. And Bellevue are off and running against the run of play. 1-0, 25 minutes in. This is a team that has come up in the clutch, come up against tough ups again and again. Have found a way to not have a single blemish on their record. No losses this season. And they're in the lead once again. They have now led and scored the first goal in 8 of their last 9 matches. Just a couple this year in which they haven't scored the first goal, as a foul committed at midfield by Peter Kingston will draw the referee's whistle. Beaverton looking to respond in a hurry. They were controlling a lot of this match coming through the first 25 minutes, but Bellevue just needed one chance ahead. A deflection and a finish from Engman to take the advantage. Bellevue have experience beating teams from Oregon in the UPSL playoffs, did so just a few months ago towards the end of spring season, beating St. John's FC 2-1. St. John's FC, the team that Beaverton beat to play in this game in the last round, as Meza, the goalkeeper, is forced to come out of his area and play it wide, as Gortner was on rushing, as that is a foul committed by Jose Marufo that you could hear from up here in the stands. Excuse me, Ail Sheltman on the foul there. He might go into the referee's pocketbook, but it's just going to be a talking to for Sheckman. Sheckman, a player with semi-pro experience at Fire Redmond, coming off a successful high school career at Skyline High School. It's a young man at just 20 years old. Everybody no worse for wear. And the free kick will be taken by Beaverton. Sent all the box. First header's won by Bellevue, sent to the top of the box. Calls for a handball, and they get it. This is going to be a dangerous free kick opportunity, as immediately Matt Janke is getting his defense in order. He's going to have to set up a formidable wall here to try to block this opportunity. You have the physical presences like 6'5" Manu Diop who are going to help build a wall in these situations, but this is a good chance for Beaverton to try to even the scoring. They've already had a few chances from deep that they've tried their luck on, have yet to really trouble Janke. Only save of the match was an easy held save on a long shot that just looped into his palms. It is going to be a sizable wall set up by Bellevue. Only a couple players not involved in the wall. It's going to be 5 players, 1 Beaverton player in the wall as well. Beaverton trying to even up the scoring just about 4 minutes after conceding. And they do so here from a dead ball. Delivery is in! Beautiful strike for Beaverton. A laser to the far side netting. And Oregonians are right back into this one. What a response from the visitors. Beyond the reach of Janke. You can't do it much better than that. The reaction just was not quick enough from the Bellevue goalkeeper, and you can't blame them. That was a rocket. And got a ball game here, 1-1, still under 30 minutes in here. This is just the kind of fireworks that we were expecting to see from these two teams. Bellevue conceded their first since the regional semifinals against Duluth FC. The second shot on goal for Beaverton is the equalizer. Game on. Meza does well under pressure to get it back to his center back. The captain's armband sends it long. Headed down. Peter Kingston does work to keep that one out. Far side. It down. Looking at an early cross, thought about it and decided to play short instead. That's a tackle in midfield, which you could hear from up here. Coming together between a striker and a midfielder. It will be another free kick for Beaverton, this time far out to worry about. Referee yet to go to his pocketbook. So instead of the direct free kick opportunity, this is going to be one that's going to be put into the middle. Players waiting there for the delivery. All but one Beaverton player involved in this free kick, trying to take their set piece opportunities, as many as they can, against a stingy Bellevue defense. Conceding under a goal per game coming into this one. Looped in, far post. He gets to the player, the man, and it's in! 2 goals in a matter of minutes for Beaverton. The visitors have stormed back and are in front 2-1. Another perfectly played set piece. It found the target on the far post, played back into the middle and touched in. I believe that was Alcides Tomas who got the last touch. The number 10 for Beaverton makes it 2-1. All of a sudden, Bellevue are on the ropes. We have got a really exciting matchup, back and forth. 3 goals already through 32 minutes played. 2-1 Beaverton. Near side now for Schexman. Bellevue trying to respond quickly. They get it to Kingston and back to Job. It was a dream start for the hosts, as despite soaking up a lot of pressure, were able to score in their first real attacking opportunity, but it's all fallen apart in the last 10 minutes. But Nee Engman, the goal scorer, forging ahead, tries his distance and scores! Nee Engman, a first half brace, and just like that, it's 2-2. This is an absolute movie of a first half. Nee Engman, his first 2 shots, find the back of the net. That time working in, and he's talking to the Beaverton bench. What a time for your first Bellevue goal. What a time for your second. Nee Engman, have a night. And the players are going to have to be separated here, as Engman's getting very mouthy with the Beaverton bench. not only have we seen a number of goals, 4 already through 34 minutes, but we have seen some real class from both sides. 2 perfectly taken set pieces by Beaverton and 2 well-worked attacks by Bellevue. Both of them finished off by Nee Engman. Engman, the former Duke man. Success at the USL 2 level with Mid-Lakes, and he is staying successful here in Bellevue. 2 goals here in the round of 32. We are back all even, 2-2. New ball game. We're only 34 minutes into this one. Beaverton bench unhappy that shot was allowed to go in from that distance. Engman was given a lot of space at the top of the box and made Beaverton pay. Thrown deep in towards Giuseppe Mercado, played over the top. Stein trying to get down to it. He controls it. Engman's ahead of him. It goes to the near side now, controlled by Schexman. Far post over the leap of Owen Gortner. It will be Meza, the goalkeeper. The only save he's made tonight deflected right to the feet of Engman on the first goal. He's got to be frustrated. Both goalkeepers not off to good starts. This has been a strikers match. As once again, it looks like players aren't happy with the match ball that's on the field. They're going to get it switched out. Thrown long, taken down. Engman on the defensive duties now, gets the takeaway, trying to spring a counterattack. Head to Gortner. Gortner. 3 black shirts around him. Gortner goes down, no whistle. Gortner upset with the call there, but it didn't look like heavy contact. Skipping beyond the challenge of Giuseppe Mercado, and now a foul is called in midfield, and a yellow card is going to go against Giuseppe Mercado for a foul in the build-up play for Beaverton. Mercado, a player who has a assist this season as well as a goal. He scored that in the conference semifinals against Duluth. He was the man of the match weekday 6. He had a crucial assist and bossed the midfield. That was a 2-1 win over Gala FC. One of the toughest contested matches of the season for Bellevue. Mercado that time, though, getting too physical in the midfield. Launched into the box, headed down over the crossbar. Dangerous opportunity on the header. Stays wide of Jenke's goal, and it still remains 2-2. Dead balls have been paying the bills for Beaverton for the first now 37 minutes of this match. Less than 10 left in a whirlwind of a first half, which has been absolutely thrilling. You can tell how much these teams want it, and you can tell there perhaps no love lost between these two teams. Two squads that have not faced off before in recent memory, but still fiery here in an elimination match. Engman denied to go ahead. Schexman fakes the ball forward. Ahead to Stein, trying to find Gortner. Pass was cut out, taken away. Giop plays it short. Peter Kingston in a very reserved role right now. A player who for Ballard FC and for University of Washington plays much more attacking down the wing. Extremely creative, a dead ball specialist. Crucial for Ballard FC en route to their national championship in USL 2 in 2023. And also second leading assister on the University of Washington squad last year, as this ball through might be perfectly placed for Gortner to puts it into the middle. A slide sends it out for a corner kick. A good ball through and a good idea from Owen Gortner, but he is unable to get by the sliding defense of Beaverton. It'll be a corner on the near side for Bellevue, their first of the night. Put into the near post, and Flicker's man there, taken down. Kingston had a long shot earlier that ended up good, but this time he plays it wide. Chipped into the middle. First header once again won by Bellevue. Tipped by Schechtman. Looking to fall here for Nee Engman now on the far side. Most of the game so far down the right wing. It will be a throw for Bellevue, as we're going to see a change here at first half substitution for Beaverton. It's going to be Tamir coming in. And frustration shown by the substitute coming off. Unfortunate first 40 minutes defensively, as both the real chances for Bellevue have ended up in the back of the net, both courtesy of Nee Engman. Thrown long, taken down. Second ball won by Beaverton. But ends up at Josh Bull, the Englishman, and it's played all the way back to the back line. Looking to go direct. That wasn't a quick look at that time. Second ball almost fell to Gortner, but he gets to the far side. Job out of his position, back from center back up towards midfield to try to take that away. Was unsuccessful, but is able to track back. The ball was looking to go all the way through, is headed up in the air, taken down now. Kingston fighting his way for some space, gets it to Engman. Engman blazing down the right wing, plays it into the middle. Stein is there, it's behind him. Stein, a backheel flick that time by Giuseppe Mercado, but it's going to end up near the corner flag, and it'll go out for a Beaverton throw. Be another substitution here for Beaverton. I apologize, having trouble getting hands on the team sheet for Beaverton FC, but number 12 will be coming into the match for them. Two first half substitutions for Beaverton, who are unhappy with how they've been going defensively so far. You don't blame them. 2 goals here in the first half, able to answer on dead ball situations. But for a team that had not conceded more than 1 goal in 5 minutes, it's unfortunate to give up 2 in the first 45. Taken to the near side. Played long, Diop brings it down just beyond his feet. Misplayed Diop. He's barely put a foot wrong this match, but he does so there. Taken away. Bellevue have a 3-on-4 here. See if they can try to spark something through Engman. He's been spark all night. Engman body to body there. It is a harsh collision. Wow. That is a football tackle, and immediately trainers being called onto the field. You could see and hear that chest-to-chest collision. Both players shaken up. You can hear Engman in pain from here. That is not something that you like to see. 43 gone in this match, and we're probably going to have to spend a couple here in a injury stoppage, as both players took an absolute knock. Engman's back up to his feet, but really hobbled by that. He's a big man, and I certainly wouldn't want to be at the other end of that collision. Engman looks like he's going to be able to walk it off. Now both up onto their feet. We'll see how the referee adjudicates this. It was Engman who tried to play the ball around the defender and just clattered straight into him. It looks like it is going to be a free kick for Bellevue. That's doing nothing to stop the spark of tensions here at Bellevue High School Stadium. Conversation on if the player has to come off the field since the medical staff came out to tend to him. Nee Engman is off the field now in the medical tent. At least for now, I will expect him to get back his feet and back onto the pitch shortly. So for now, it looks like Bellevue's going to be playing with 10 men, at least for a couple seconds. Scott Burkholder, wearing the captain's armband tonight for Bellevue, will be on the free kick. Players in the middle ready to receive. Launched in, far post. Jop was waiting. The header came in just in the nick of time. Jop is clinical when given those kind of opportunities off of set pieces. He has been known to score a couple of goals at the collegiate and two level. Played in. Three gray shirts swarm it, and it's still with Beaverton. Beaverton looked a little off the pace since conceding that second goal. A long effort trying to test Janke, and he is up to the test. Handles it off a bounce. Rolls it through to Kingston. Kingston looking to play direct. Gortner goes down, a whistle, and that's going to have to be a yellow card on the other end. It wasn't a whole lot of contact, but stopped Gortner from getting towards that through ball. It will be a yellow card issued to Beaverton. Now, if that ball was played down the middle, there would be an argument for perhaps even a red card, but since it was down the wing, Gortner may not have been in an immediate scoring situation. So it will just remain a yellow. The first to go against Beaverton. Now one card each way between these two teams in what has been a chippy first half. We're a minute to the first half stoppage time right now. It is 2-2 between Bellevue and Beaverton here in this UPSL round of 32 national matchup. Two teams trying to survive and advance. And they're playing like this is an elimination game. Everything being left out on the field through 45 minutes. We'll see how much is left here in the first five. Certainly a few minutes of added time for the 4 goals and now minutes of injury stoppage. Engman back on the pitch for a second, but the free kick is taken by Burkholder regardless. On the reach of Kingston, Engman still waiting to come back on the pitch with a tissue to his nose, perhaps bleeding from that collision he had, but Beaverton is trying to build up right now. Center referee now does wave Nee Engman onto the pitch, so you're in down far end over the to added time. It looks like it is going to be a full 4 minutes of added time here, so 90 seconds remaining in the half on the referee's whistle. The story this season up front for Bellevue has been Gortner and Stein racking up the goals. The majority of the goals coming from those two players, but it's Nee Engman who you see pacing down the right wing and now on the ball, who has the 2 tallies tonight. And puts this one into the middle, far post over everybody, and goes out of play on the far end. Perhaps last looks of the first half here for Beaverton. Mercado trying to win it away, does enough to put pressure on it. Scrambling for it are Beaverton. Do get it out at least for the time being. Trying to build up from their defensive. Kingston deflected that pass back, but it's still with the visitors. Two undefeated squads. One of them has to have a defeat at the end of the night. Nothing to separate them as it stands. Interception and taken away by Mercado. Plays it ahead. Ortner down the right wing, goes down again. This time, whistle from the referee. Stein was waiting in the middle if he did control it, as that will for the first half of action. And what a first half it was. 2 goals from Nee Engman are the Bellevue tallies on the board, but Beaverton able to respond, able to take the lead, and now the lead has been taken right back at a tie, 2-2, Bellevue, Beaverton. We'll be back in just around 15 minutes for the last 45 minutes of this exciting UPSL round of 32 matchup. Welcome back in here to Bellevue High School Stadium UPSL playoffs, national playoff round of 32 matchup here between Bellevue Athletic and Beaverton FC. What a first half we had on display here. Bellevue taking a lead in the 20th minute courtesy of a knee Engman finish off of a Peter Kingston shot that was saved. And an immediate response by Beaverton, a powerful response, a direct free kick driven goal to make it 1-1, and then a long free kick, well played into the middle and put in to give Beaverton a 2-1 lead. But then another quick response, this time from Bellevue, as Nee Engman, a long distance strike, nestles its way into the bottom corner of the net to make it 2-2, and that is where we stand right now. Nee Engman with goals number 1 and number 2 as a Bellevue Athletic player. What a start to goal-scoring life for Engman here in the biggest match of the season. Two teams undefeated. One team has to leave with a defeat, and we will see who that team is after the next 45 minutes, perhaps more. We have seen penalties and extra time played by Bellevue Athletic in these UPSL fall playoffs. We saw that on November 24th, the conference semifinals, a 4-4 draw after 120 minutes with Dual FC. That was also a game which had a scoreline of 2-2 in the second half, ended up 3-3 at the end of 90, 4-4 after 120, and then it was Matt Janke, the hero in the shootout, not allowing a goal to be scored. It was a 3-0 shootout in favor of Bellevue, and that advanced them to the conference finals. They win that, they're here, and now they have a chance to go to the round of 16 nationally in both the fall and spring seasons of 2024. We're back underway. My name is Adam Rice, on the call for you tonight for Bellevue Athletic. Here in this second half, sides are switched. Bellevue in the gray jerseys attacking from right to left on your screen. And Beaverton FC in the black, attacking from left to right. Beaverton trying to get a good start off to the second half. It was a good start that they had in the first half, controlling the first 25 minutes. The first Nee Engman goal coming almost entirely against the run of play. First real chance of the match for Bellevue was the Nee Engman strike. And the second goal coming on just about the second goal-scoring opportunity, as a long free kick is driven directly off the one-man wall, which was Nee Engman. Near side. Too far beyond the run of coming up against their most formidable opponent yet in Beaverton, and they've shown how formidable they are after going down 1-0 and bringing that back to 2-1. Bellevue should be happy to be at 2-2 with the way the chances have laid themselves out. It's been more Beaverton than Bellevue. Beaverton on the attack once again here, playing it down the far side wing, sliding in and taking it away. Jose Marufo, and a free kick is going to be called there on the far side to the displeasure of the crowd. It was a chippy first half as well. Yellow cards being handed out to both sides. You saw plenty of playing between these two sets of players. On paper, this is an evenly matched game, as evenly matched as you can get. The only team to not be defeated by Beaverton in the regular season in the Oregon division of the UPSL was Rose City. It was 2 draws, 1-1 and 3-3 were the score lines. As Beaverton ahead here, lash at it, pops it up to the far post, back to the other side. First time for it is mistimed, and Manajop didn't get there in time. It's off the post, bouncing around, and a whistle goes. Blushes are spared as a good first attack for Beaverton here in the second half. As I was saying, Rose City, the only team that have been able to deal draws to this Beaverton team in 2024. A team that Bellevue actually played in a friendly early on in this season. That was played to a 1-1 draw. So on paper, everything coming out to just about even. And the score line reflecting that right now, 2-2, 49th minute. And if the second 45 is anything as exciting as the first 45, then we are in for a real treat. Lobbed ahead on the throw-in. Taken away and sent far by Scheckman. Gortner unable to take that one down cleanly. It's down the near side. Some halftime changes for Bellevue Athletic. On the pitch, slotting in to this left side is London Fenton, one of the more storied players at Bellevue Athletic. Just 18 years old. He's been with Bellevue since he turned 16. Having a really good debut at Everett Community College this year. Fenster had 3 goals and 7 assists in 17 matchups for Everett Community College, and he's going to try to provide a spark on the left side. The spark has mostly come through the right side, and Nee Engman so far in this match. Engman remains out there. Kingston trying to direct his way through traffic and unable to do so. Taken away by Beaverton. Bellevue yet to have a real attack here. Just 5 minutes gone in the second half. Only real attack has come for the visitors. Far side, Beaverton moving down the wide areas. De Leon on that left side. It's a goal scorer in the playoffs already for Beaverton. As that pass is intercepted briefly and then taken back for Bellevue by Jose Marufo. And all the way back for Jenke. Launches it long across midfield. Looking for the big target man, and Gortner unable to get all the way to him. First touch pass is misdirected. Kingston takes it away. Gortner once again. Engman making the run down the right side. That's a beautiful through ball to find Engman. A little bit of space to work. Fakes the shot. Space to shoot it into the middle, though, and it doesn't get all the way to the intended target. Taken down. First touch there by Stein was a little bit errant. And Beaverton, they look to break out the other way. Passes beyond the on-rushing winger. So a nice little build-up play does not end in a shot for Bellevue. But better signs in a game where Bellevue have had to take advantage of every chance that they've gotten, and they've done so. 3 shots on goal. 2 of them finding the back of the net. 1 of them leading to the rebound, which ended up in the back of the net. Long early cross. Engman in the middle, just beyond his reach. Taken down, into the middle. Kingston slides in at midfield, brief interception, taken back by Beaverton. Spin move takes it away from the on-rushing tackler of Stein. Each team's battling for every blade of grass right now. Not much to separate them through the first 7 minutes second half. Best chance of the second half going Beaverton's way. That won't do it. Taken away by Bellevue. Looking ahead towards Stein. Stein looking far post for Engman. Engman's going to get there in time. Keep it in bounds. Plays it in for Fenster. Space on the near post. Heavy first touch, and it dribbles out of bounds. So London Fenster unable to do anything with that chance. Took a heavy first touch off the drop pass by Engman and was unable to corral it before going out for a goal kick. Just beyond the reach of Kingston that time off the throw-in. Team's looking for a separator. First goal came for Bellevue, but it's an even game again. Header is flicked into the middle, just not the right contact there. They found their man in the middle. Number 7 for Beaverton, who just played it off the wrong side of the head, unable to trouble Matt Jenke in net. Kingston, a player who is about to enter the MLS draft, joining Bellevue in the pursuit of a national title. They're just a few wins away right now in the national round of 32. Made it as far as the round of 16 in the spring. That was also a season in which they were aided in the playoffs by some help from Ballard FC and Alex Mejia. Kingston has been just as impactful at the USL 2 level for the Bridges across the water in Ballard. And he knows what it takes to win a national championship, being a crucial part of that Ballard FC run in 2023 and just the season of existence for the club. A great achievement. And Bellevue, another young club in the greater Seattle area, trying to make a similar national impact, as that slide tackle is going to be whistled back for a free kick for Beaverton. That referee has been busy tonight. Only a couple of yellow cards brandished. If you ask the players out there, they might think that a few more cards should have been coming out for either side. It's been chippy. Beaverton scored from a free kick from a similar distance in the first half. At that time, they played it to the far post, touched it into the middle, and finished around Janke. See if they try to do something similar here. Only man in the wall is Angman. Everyone else back in defense. This time it's sent to the top of the box and tapped away. Angman swing and a miss off the second ball. It was the captain, Burkholder, who got a piece of it and cleared the danger initially. Manu Jop fends off to it. Dangerous roll out, but it does get to the all the way ahead. Beaverton control once again. It has been all Beaverton FC as far as possession goes in this game. Bellevue have used it well, but not the control of the match that they would have wanted here at home. Manu Jop crosses the field. Played up in the air. Flicked ahead towards Stein. Stein, the leading goal scorer this season for Bellevue, surveys his option, plays it up short to Engman, taps it back. Stein back on the wing. Into the middle, Engman is there, it gets beyond the goal. Second opportunity, almost fell for Fenster. Kingston trying his effort from distance, and it's deflected away before it got to the goalkeeper. Kingston once again looking long. And offside is Jason Stein. Corner by Beaverton, far post delivery, flick towards net and wide. Kingston, back to Giop. And all the way ahead, Mercado. Down in control. Funster. Fenster's looking for options, puts it towards the middle. Long by Gortner is deflected away and out. As it will be, in the end, a corner kick, it would seem.
There's a discussion here, a heated discussion between Beaverton FC player and the referee. We'll see if the referee has anything to do about that. Will be a corner kick for Bellevue on the far side. Big bodies crowding the 6-yard box here, trying to make it hard for Meza, the goalkeeper. Holder, the captain, will have the delivery, an in-swinger from the far side. As the referee tries to break up some scuffles in the box, get everybody separated and in order. And the whistle does go. Burkholder right into the mix. Engman was there, but it was first won by Beaverton. It went off the crossbar, off a deflection, and stayed out. Beaverton trying to get ahead, and eventually a slide tackle denies them passage further. It was Jose Marufo on the defensive work. Thrown in over everybody, over the taken down. Just the goal scorer on the ball. Looking for space into the middle, played out of bounds, unable to get by the first defender. Still with Beaverton, work to do defensive. Player goes down. It's going to be Scheckman on the foul, and a free kick in a spot right here for Beaverton. Janke trying to set up his defense here on an even 6-man back line. It's just a one-player wall. This one's going to be sent in similar to a corner, but the one-player wall means there's going to be a more even matchup of numbers in the middle. Always a dangerous set piece to defend. Tough to do as a keeper. They can really whip it in with some power from this kind of angle. He's up to the task. It is whipped in near post, headed down by Bellevue. Second comes in, it's blocked in front. Still in the mix, saved by Janke. Reaction down to his right side. What a stop by Janke to keep things even at 2-2. That one came through a sea of... It's hard to say if Janke even knew about it until the last millisecond, but he does to make the reaction save down to his right side. That is a big save from Janke. First time that he has been forced to make a save that wasn't anything close to guaranteed. And on the other side, tried to head it forward for his strike partner. As Bellevue went it away in a dangerous position. Goalkeeper's off his line here. Played to the far side into top of the 6. No foul on the collision, and now a whistle does go, but it's going to be in favor of Beaverton as there was a coming together in the middle between Gortner and the defender. Defender still shaken down on the ground. That looked to be a really good attacking opportunity as Meza, the goalkeeper, was off on his distribution. 64th minute now. We are still knotted up at 2 apiece. This was at the time in the first half when the goals started coming, and they came one after the other, 4 in quick succession. It has been much more reserved play in the second period of play here from Bellevue High School Stadium. Back to Meza. Pressed by Stein, but back. Still Still in play. They try to get it out to Engman. Engman deflects it off a defender and out of bounds. Throw in right at the midfield stripe for Bellevue. Kingston side foots it ahead. Burkholder, the captain. Launches far post. Spencer's the only player there, but it didn't get all the way to him. Streak of pace ahead here for Beaverton down the right side. Doing just enough to put it out is Josh Bull, the Englishman. Bull, who was instrumental in the regional semifinal for Bellevue. That was a game in which Bull scored 2 goals in the first 10 minutes, both coming off of headers. This one's put with no black shirts in there to receive. Back into the danger area. Burkholder gets a little touch on it. It's going to send it out for a throw-in. Flicked into the middle. Headed down, turning around, and a shot is hit at the hands of Janke. Gets down and makes the save. Rolls it out after another save. 5-minute span on close distance efforts. Janke is being forced to work here in the second half for Bellevue. As a whistle and discontent on the far side. Bull, back to Jock, Kingston, a meat press somehow finds his way out of the traffic. That's what Peter Kingston does so well. Forging it here, he's got Fenster on the near side, he finds him, but Fenster's in an offsides position. Red flag up on the far end. And a disappointing end to what looked to be an inning move, with Kingston providing some creativity out of the midfield. Beaverton restart with a free kick in their own half. It's short to the opposite center back pairing. Pressing forward is Gortner. Stein and Gortner have not been all too involved in this match. Leading goal scorers for Bellevue in this fall 2024 season. The main attacking threats has been through Nee Engman. Player experience at the Crossfire Redmond level as well as at the collegiate level. Formerly a member of the Duke University program, which is one of the best in Division I nationally. Beauty of this UPSL, you got from all different levels. D1 talent, D2, high school talent in there, experienced semi-pro players, players on this Bellevue roster, all levels of NCAA, JUCO, even professional ball overseas, all coming together in pursuit of a national title. A lot of work left to do towards that goal, though, and it starts with these next 22 minutes, as that ball's into the middle, is right at the goalkeeper. Just about 70 minutes gone. Score is 2-2 between Bellevue and Beaverton. Oregon versus Washington. Undefeated versus undefeated. They've looked evenly matched and looked quality. Job dribbling up from his center back position, gets it to the midfield, Gortner far side. Stein on the ball, plays it into Ang. He's on a brace. Back for Peter Kingston. Kingston created the first goal off his initial shot, which was saved to the feet of Engman. Bull. Kingston once again given a bit of space to think about it, but he once again plays it back to Bull.
As Bellevue patient in build-up here, trying to find the best way to break down the Beaverton defense. In towards Gortner. Stein's the option on the far side. He gets it to him. Far post. Burkhold is unable to control it, and it's going to go for a goal kick. And we're going to see substitutions as well coming. It will be subs for the visitors, it would seem. Already made a couple in the match. As the captain will come off the pitch. Placed by number 22 for Beaverton. Taken down, deflected out for Fenster. Outside of the boot, curling through ball attempt with no target. Only player in the vicinity was Gortner. Wasn't close enough. Out of the near side. Long ball all the way over the top. Jop got a chest to it, and that did just enough to get it back to Janke. Rolls it out. Engman controls it around some pressure. Through to Gortner. Trying to get a Stein. Pass is misdirected. Back heel flick. Josh Bull wins it away. Through a couple bodies. Flick on, far side. A little bit of a run here for Bellevue. Stopped up, goes down, and it's going to be no whistle. It's going to be a throw-in for Beaverton. Bellevue out of possession, playing with just a couple in the back. Jop has been the only player who has completely stayed in a defensive role today for Bellevue. The whistle goes, the player is down. Still looking for a separator at 2-2. A crisp but clear night here in Bellevue, Washington. 41 degrees, not a cloud in the sky. Crowd of a couple hundred in attendance here for this playoff match. Bellevue trying to make a little bit more history and make it back to that national round of 16. Beaverton put this free kick long into the box, flicked, and just kept in bounds by the captain, Burkholder. Well done. Near side, just beyond the reach of Fenster. Tried to reach in and intercept that. Bellevue's chances have come on quick breaks off of interceptions. If they can pin near the midfield, they can try to come forward and make it 3-2. They have not had a whole lot of opportunities here in the second half, nor has Beaverton, but they forge ahead here to the top of the box. And Fenster tracking back out to Kingston. Gortner on the run. That ball's beyond him. All the way back to Meza, the goalkeeper. Late heroics in the playoffs for Bellevue. Athletic have come from players like Josh Bull, from Burkholder, from Giuseppe Mercado, Jason Stein. Jason Stein scored the fourth goal of the semifinal against UPSL. That was the 111th minute from the penalty spot. Taken down, intercepted at the top of the box, skipping through Bellevue. A 3-on-3 for now. They get it to Gortner. He's forced to stop up for a second. Nee Engman flanking him to the left side. Stein in the middle, and Gortner can't get by the first man. How often have we seen that? A chance in the break for Bellevue that's just stopped up by some good individual one-on-one defending from Beaverton. It's been tough to break down. As we see waiting in the wings for Bellevue, Charlie Frink. Frink is going to be set to come on for Bellevue. Substitution will come. It's going to be Stein, I believe, coming off. He's the clown on the pitch right now. Frink, the 17-year-old, joined the squad at the end of this season. Key player for Eastside ECNL. Committed to Davidson D1 level. It will be Frink coming on. It will be Stein coming off. Frink, the young man from Mercer Island, Washington. Last match day of the regular season, Frank's named to the UPSL Washington Team of the Week as part of a regular season capping victory for all of you. Also coming on the pitch is going to be Nico Lopez, so a couple of impact subs coming on right now. Nico Lopez, certainly a player to watch out there. He's got a goal and 2 assists this season. The match 3 man of the match. Had a game-winning assist and a crucial 2-1 win versus Duluth. A player who is used to playing against Oregonian competition. Played 3 seasons at Oregon State University. Made 22 career appearances with the Beavers. This is a player in Nico Lopez who makes an instant impact off the bench. Earned his promotion to the first team after playing season with B2. Slide tackle in there by the substitute. Funster, 3 substitutes on the pitch now for Bellevue, and Funster, Frink, and Lopez. Gortner is dispossessed in the corner. It's going to be a goal kick. Flipped into the middle, far side of the 6-yard box, up in the air, taken down. Side-footed shot isn't far off, just over the crossbar. Went on the underside of the football goal up there. That's a good opportunity going forward. We're now in the 78th minute. Goal at this point of the game could be the winner. And of course, a winner means an elimination goal. And at this time in the season, so everything to play. Perhaps a bit of nerves and tension here in this second half. Teams have been less explosive going forward. Job. Flanked by Bull. Fenster ahead of him. Tried to find Burkholder and missed him. Battling for it is Lopez, his first real involvement of the night. He's to win that ball. It's out for a Beaverton throw. We are now at 80 minutes gone. 10 minutes left in regular time. Could be going to added time in this one, up to 120. Slide in there, takes it away for Beaverton. Plays it to the wing. 3 gray shirts in defense, forces it back. They skip behind it. Goes down, no whistles. Deemed to be no hard contact Gore the other way. The lone striker atop the Bellevue formation right now. That one's played out. Throw in coming for Bellevue. I don't want to take it quickly. Kingston with it. Fenster. In the corner, working with himself. Tried to play into the middle. It was deflected out. Still at the top of the 6-yard box. Yet to be cleared, and now it is played out. Job. Second to catch his breath and look for a teammate. He does find his UW teammate, Peter Kingston, who was dispossessed as he tried to make the run forward. Good dribble beyond one player. They can't get it beyond there. It was Frank who got dribbled around, but his blushes are spared by a bad ball at the end of it by Beaverton. A lot of substitutions made here early by Bellevue, so it's not going to be too many changes if this one does go to extra time. So some stamina needed from these players here, and of course a little left in the tank come playoff time. Bull. Kingston. Through, and a brick wall is met. And Gordner to the far side. Good move. Crosses and kept in bounds. That is the excellent defense we've been seeing since that second goal. Beaverton has really locked it down and not let Bellevue even get a sniff of goal. It's been an impressive adjustment made by the visitors after goals that they feel they should have been able to prevent defensively from Nee Engman. First time off of a rebound, and second time off of an opportunity which Engman was just given space at the top of the box and made them pay. Comes out to the top of the box. Frank has a shot. It's blocked in front. Calls of handball waved off by the referee. And dispossessed at midfield for Bellevue. Job just scoots beyond him. Kingston, who's played all the way to almost a center back role, certainly a holding midfielder today. Well played long ball. Frank, dispossessed on a slide. In the middle, it's taken right back. Burkholder. Ball into the middle. Target there was not too much. As Bull's pass was right to a blood that time. We're at 83.5 minutes gone in this game. 84th minute here too. This one is just grinded down to a standstill after an explosive first 45. A real handoff right now. Either team letting any space go. Nothing being taken easily. Second half has been played in the central third. There's a whistle there as a player goes over the top on aerial duel. It's going to be a free kick for Bellevue just at the halfway stripe. Play gathering in the box, ready to receive a long attempt. Long kick yielded fruit for Beaverton in the first half. Can Bellevue do the same? Diop, the big 6'5" Senegalese center back, gets ahead to it, but unable to direct it towards a nice shirt. Crowd urging on Bellevue right now, as this one looks to be headed towards extra time.
These teams haven't had a whole lot of attacking opportunity since about the 40th minute of this match. Headed down by Lopez and brought down Beaverton. Flicked on into the middle. It was Jose Marufo who got there. Marufo and Diop have been a formidable center back pairing tonight, as they have all season. The only goals for Beaverton have come off set pieces, nothing from open play. Down by Frank. Played ahead on a nice little 1-2. Little space ahead here for Bellevue. Forging forward, back to Frank. Frank rolling long-distance efforts at the feet by Meza. That is not a convincing long-distance effort for Bellevue substitute. Picked up and rolled back out. Thrown in for Bellevue. Tapped up in the air by Frank. He's unable to keep it in play that time. Just took it up in the air and out of touch. 87 minutes gone. 2-2 it remains. Something's got to hit these two teams, be it after 90, after 120, or after a shootout. Something's got to get no draws tonight. Single elimination. Kingston working his way around a couple of challenges, gets it out for a second. Ahead towards Gortner's dispossessed. He's had a tough run of things tonight against this Beaverton back line. He hasn't been able to get a whole lot of clean touches on the ball. Lopez applying pressure. His man slips, so Lopez is out on a bit of a run. Gortner ahead of him, feeds it through for him, and once again, Gortner is second to the ball. Beaverton win the foot race and put it out for a Bellevue throw-in. Beaverton have done an excellent job of stopping player in Gortner, who's got 5 goals already in 10 matches this season. 7 if you include the U.S. Open Cup qualifying first round that Bellevue fled, unfortunately, 4-3 in. The only non-UPSL competitive match of fall 2024. Ball whipped across the park. Near side now. Bertholder. Skipping ahead is Bellevue. That time at the feet of the number 6 player, Fenster. Gortner, his first selected right off a defender. Second shot didn't come because it was put out of bounds. It will be a Bellevue corner. See what Bellevue want to do here. 89th minute, make that the 90th minute now. A set piece, a single. Good touch on the ball, could win it here. Put right on top of the keeper, over the head of Diop. Clown Frink trying to get there. It's put out. A handball is called against Bellevue. Players need to dig deep right now. 90th minute, about to get to the 91st. We'll see how much added time here for the second half. It's time for some heroics from either sides. Beaverton trying to get it right here. Diop with a good tackle and a second as well out. Clutch defending by Manny Diop. Gortner touched it around one. He's got the pace, and he's got an option on the far side, and Fenster. Gortner goes down. Play continues. Frink is the option near side, far side instead to Lopez. Lopez is unable to keep it in play. Another frustrating failure to convert on a counterattack for Bellevue. That's been the story for a lot of the night after those 2 goals by Nee Engman. Bellevue just not looking completely put together when they put these counterattacks up, and those have been their main opportunities. Beaverton have been on the front foot for a lot of this match. We're in the 92nd now. 2-2 it remains. Lopez wins it away in a dangerous area. 3 black shirts hounding him. It goes out for a Bellevue throw. Won't be all too much added time here in the second half. No goals and no real stoppages besides a couple of substitutions, so we might be in the last minute of regular time before going to a full 120 tonight. Ball is retrieved, thrown is about to come in. All the way into the box. Sent out strongly. It was at the feet of Bull for a second. Diop chested down to Kingston, back to Burkholder. Fenster ahead of him, but Burkholder direct into the middle. Flicked on towards goal. What a save by Mesa! He Beaverton sees it alive. That is certainly going to be the best chance of the second half. Gortner cannot believe that he wasn't able to flick that header into the back of the net. He would have been the hero in extra time. Mesa sends it long. Wow. That is a tough one to miss. Gortner's had a tough night. That's about the only good look he's had, and he's just not able to direct it anywhere but right at Mesa. It looks like we're getting set to go to a 30-minute extra time period. Unless Beaverton have anything to do here on their final attack. Dispossessed by Bull, but only put out for a second. Back into the middle. Janke's going to claim that one and look to distribute quickly. We're at the 93rd minute now, into the end of the 3rd minute, and it looks like the whistle will go after this one is booted downfield. It does go. We are going to extra time. It was by Mesa in net for Beaverton to keep this game going is the reason we are going to a 30-minute extra time here. We'll see who has more the engine in an elimination game. We'll be back shortly for the final 30 minutes here from Bellevue High School Stadium. We are just about set here for our time to begin between Bellevue Athletic and Beaverton FC in this UPSL round of 32 elimination game. A chance to get the national round of 16 for these two teams. And it was a very different second half from a first half. A first half which had 4 goals and a seemingly endless supply action. A second half that had very few chances between these two teams. Two teams that were able to find the defensive prowess that they've had throughout the regular season. Familiar territory for Bellevue Athletic here in this postseason, as they already had an extra time this playoff against Beaverton FC in the conference semifinals 2 rounds ago. That was back on November 24th. They ended up a 4-4 draw after 120 minutes and won 3-0 on penalties. As on the other end, Beaverton, they are a team that have dominated just about every single game they've played this season. They have not gone to extra time or penalties in fall 2024 playoffs. Both of their wins have been decisive shutout victories. Not the case here tonight against a talented Bellevue Athletics side with talent from across the NCAA pyramid as well as former pro players. A lot of players looking to work up to the pro ranks. Some players in for the MLS draft like Peter Kingston. We have the same size as we had in the second half as Beaverton are attacking from left to right on your screen in the black jerseys. Bellevue in the gray. They'll be attacking from right to left on your screen. I'm Adam Race on the call. Thanks for joining me here. Secondary stream. It's been an exciting matchup. We see if these teams can find the fireworks in extra time that they lacked in the second 45 minutes. It was Gortner with the last opportunity of that second half. Owen Gortner, who had a flick header from about 6 yards out, and it was incredibly saved by Meza on a quick reaction straight down. Kept the season alive for Beaverton. That would have been just about a walk-off winner for Bellevue. Interception taken away here by Fenster, trying to play it ahead for the substitute Lopez. Lopez unable to shoulder and win it. Slip in the back, pins ahead here. Options in the middle, it's blocked away. Diop recovered after the initial slip and did everything necessary. He has been busy tonight. Bellevue now working ahead. It's somewhat end-to-end in the first couple minutes here of extra time. First 2 minutes of the 30 added. You heard in the dugouts and the break before this extra time that these teams both need to dig deep, empty the tank here. Elimination game. Got to leave it all out on the field. Try to advance to a next round against a team out of California. Chance to survive and advance and keep going in this UPSL national tournament. Two teams who have already lifted trophies at the regional level. Diop takes it across midfield himself and plays it in. Intercepted. It's been a tough time splitting lines tonight for Bellevue, as that's a good through ball for Beaverton. Put into the middle, and Janke is able to get down and collect the ball into the middle before it got to the intended target at the top of the 6 on the far end. Janke to Peter Kingston and right back to Janke. Pressed and he's it out. Gortner back and now trying to get it up to Fisher. Pass was misdirected though. Burkholder fends off the attack, sends it back. Diop heads it down. Frink commits the foul that time. Charlie Frink getting too handsy with the defender. This is going to be a free kick that can certainly be put into the middle for Beaverton. It's not too far to think about going direct to the visitors. Both of their goals tonight have come off of free kicks. Janke getting everything set. It's taken quickly right at Janke. He's down to safe, but the rebound is put in. Beaverton make it 3 goals on free kicks. Lead 3-2. They took it before Janke had set the defense. He could only parry the first shot away and an easy cleanup on the second ball. And finally, the wall is broken down. And we have our first goal since the first half, and Bellevue have to do to stay alive in 2024. The crowd urging on Bellevue for these last 26 minutes. They've got to find an answer. They already have once tonight. It was Niangman who responded within minutes of Beaverton making it 2-1. Do they have enough to make it 3? They found equalizers in extra time in the conference semifinal against Duluth, a game that ended 4-4. You got to give Bellevue the nod if it does go to a shootout, but they have to find the back of the net. To the far side, Bellevue. Time to think about this, but not too long before you start to get into emergency mode. Fenster tries to find it centrally. Heavy first touch, sent downs, throw in for Bellevue. Burkholder into the middle, just beyond the reach, and it's going to be a free kick called against striker Owen Gortner. He was trying to go up for a header on that cross sent in by Burkholder and went to ground. Looks to be a little shaken up end of it. Mesa's save at the end of regulation is going to stand as a big one if Bellevue can't find an answer here in extra time. Beaverton ahead, intercepted by Bull. Bull plays it ahead for Fenster. Gortner's in the middle. Lopez on the far side. Fenster surveys his option, taking it himself. Tried to play it on the ground into the middle, and the young man is unable to get it into the danger area. Throw in Beaverton. Heads it up in the air. Down for Lopez. But back up into the air and sent out. Far side runners here for Beaverton. Happy to take time off the clock and perhaps find some insurance and physical, but no whistle. And it's sent back all the way to Janke. He's going to keep that one inbounds, not let it go out for a goal kick. Rolls it out to Job. Jobs had a hit-and-miss record tonight with distribution time. He does find Burkholder on a short ground pass, and they get it back to the creativity of Peter King. Streaks across midfield himself, plays it ahead. Lopez, heavy first touch, gets the seconds briefly, and then he's dispossessed. Kingston again, Burkholder, wearing the captain's armband. Need that leadership now. Tough moment. Ball in, is unable to get to Gortner. Bull. Bull plays it. The near side. Pass was mishit. Beaverton perhaps back a little more defensively right now as they protect a lead. Whistle is going to go. As we're going to see substitutions here, it's going to be a single sub for Bellevue in extra time here. It's going to be Tyler Hopp. Tyler Hopp coming in. He will replace Jose Marufo, as this is an attacking substitution for Bellevue Athletic, as they need it right now. Hopp has 1 assist this season. It came in the U.S. Open Cup first qualifying round match. Trying to provide a little extra up front, certainly some extra numbers up front. It looks like 4 strikers right now for Bellevue. Everything being pushed forward. Head coach Mike Mata. Hopp, the 23-year-old strike at Northwest. A long effort over the top and just wide. They almost caught Janke off his line. He was a spectator to that one, and it was just wide right. That would have been the
ribbon on top of a performance here from Beaverton, which has been gritty throughout, but it's not to be, and this game is still in the balance. Fenster to Job. See if Bellevue can take advantage of what was an opportunity just gone a-begging for Beaverton to maybe put this one away, but Bellevue definitely still in it right now. Frank looking to pose, corners up, it's punched away by Meza, did just enough. Fenster on it again, pulls it back. Two black shirts ahead of him, he's forced to play it to Peter King. 1-2, gets it back to Fenster, nice move into the box now. Sliding tackle, and it's going to go out for a goal kick. Fenster tried to dribble his way around the tackle. When he realized he wasn't going to be able to keep it in bounds, he tried to go down and draw the pen, but neither of those ended up working. It's just going to be a goal kick. Another early cross attempt by him. This time ends up too short and headed out. Bull has played a strong game as a holding midfielder in this match. Gets it to the wide area, into the middle. Kingston chests it down. Chance from the top of the box. They didn't get a shot off. And forging down the other way are Beaverton. A goal could all but seal it. And a last defensive stand is made by Ail Shetman. Bull plays this one long. Headed up in the air by Gortner. The referee has here for the first throw in for Bellevue. UPSL play wouldn't come in any bigger of in this extra time period. Whole lot of substitutes up front right now for Bellevue. Hop, Frink, Fenster, Lopez, all in the attack. Gordon, the only starter still out there. That one was directed towards him, didn't get there. Flag goes up, offsides. Excuse me, flag goes up. It's going to be a corner kick as it went out of bounds. Out of touch for Bellevue. Perhaps the last chance, the first half of extra time. See if Bellevue can do something with it. Get some big bodies in there. Manu Diop, 6'5" frame is up to the box. It's aimed at him. It doesn't get there. Lopez has a strike. It's weak and cleared out. Thrown long. Diop tries to flick it on, but it's above his head. As that will do a first half of added time. More minutes. Bellevue trails Beaverton 3-2. On for 15 more minutes. 16. Bellevue has 16 minutes. 15 minutes make that to send it to a penalty shootout or go to the round of 16 on their own terms. We'll be back in just a second for those last 15 minutes.
We're back here from Bellevue High School Stadium. These two teams have just 15 more minutes left to play. Maybe a shootout if Bellevue can find an equalizer. It's all or nothing right now for Bellevue Athletic. Sides have switched. This is the side of the park in which Bellevue scored their only 2 goals of the match, both coming from Nee Engman, who is now on the bench. He's been replaced. 3 attacking substitutions have been made. Ball ahead here from Beaverton. A chance to ice. Goalkeeper is beat, but the defensive work is done. Josh Bull, getting back that time to make the play and clear it out. That is as clutch as it gets. It was A.L. Shetman who got all the way back behind everyone, the last player back, to keep this game in the balance. On the other side, Meza is going to control it. Pressed by Kingston, he will collect. Clock ticking up to 16 minutes now. That is an important defensive play by Sheckman. A couple of close calls in extra time since it went to 3-2, where Beaverton's almost made it 4-2 and just about finished this game off, especially with how solid Beaver defense has been since the start of the second half. Best chance since then was the Gortner header in the 91st minute, which was saved by Meza. Long ball by Shetman, switches play. It's a well-directed one, finds its target in Peter Kingston, but Peter Kingston is hounded and taken off the ball. Midfield now for Bellevue. Frank up ahead, trying to skip lines as Tyler Hopp. He's unsuccessful. Throw in Bellevue. Everything pushed forward right now. Only 2 defenders back in Bull and Shetman right now for Bellevue. Everyone else is dedicated to putting the ball in the back of the net. Even Jop, who gets a header in there and can't direct it on goal. They've moved Montage, the center back, up to an attacking role. He control. Kingston a couple step overs, looking for space, try and get into the middle. Works it in himself. That's a penalty. A game in which it's finally able in the back of the net, and Bellevue. We've got 9 minutes and a shootout would begin. And now it's interesting with the fact that Bellevue have just about only attacking players up on the field. They're going to have to reposition their formation here, figure out how they're going to play out the 8 minutes, see if they want to go forward and get a winner or sit back and go to a shootout, which they are proven in. Thrown long by Gia. What a match we have seen here. And it's not over yet. One of these teams' seasons are going to have to end tonight, and that is a dang shame. Because they have both played their hearts out tonight in pursuit of the opportunity to survive and advance. They're going to off for the long throw option of Monty Joof again. Takes a step back. Take a look for a flick header into a second touch net. The throw-in fell short, though, and it looks like it whistled as Joof. It's going to be a throw-in instead for Beaverton. Played long, no sure it's up there. It's just Sheckman back. Gets it to Janke. Janke, but this hit straight up in the air. And the second ball finds Manny Jop. This time Josh Bull gets to it, heads it away. Shielded away, and a foul is called in the corner. We're in the 24th minute of 30 in extra time. Adam Ray saw the call for you. This one's coming right down to the wire. Couldn't ask for a more exciting matchup, one that we knew was going to be a back and forth, tightly contested contest. We've gotten every bit of that. 4 first-half goals in this match, a standstill second half, and now the fireworks return in extra time. A goal in the first half of extra time and a response in the second from the spot. Bellevue have been so good from the spot this season. That's why they might be given the nod in a shootout. Janke has already had some shootout heroics this postseason. Did not let one by him against the Lul FC. And Josh Bull, who just equalized this game, he was able to convert the game winner from the spot in the shootout against Duluth a few weeks ago. So Bellevue might be happy to let this one go to a shootout. Still work left to do. Before we get to that point, though, we've got 5 minutes left in extra time. On a cold but clear night at Bellevue High School, this has been a treat of a soccer game. Arrow, another player who's come on for Bellevue in this match, pressing ahead. One-two passes here from Beaverton, still patient in the build-up. They don't need to get a goal here. There's no desperation in it, especially when they don't want to give up a goal going the other way on the counter, a place where Bellevue have found success tonight. There's a whistle in the back, so Monty Diop will be up to take the free kick. They're going to send players forward here. Perhaps try to get one more look at goal. It goes to the wide area. It's headed back by Beaverton. Switch of play is cut out in the midfield. You can hear the energy from the Bellevue bench. Not a player on either touchline sitting down right now. Everyone up on their feet for these last 3.5 minutes of extra time. A collision in the middle of the park and a whistle. Second time we've seen those tonight. Well, a shoulder has gone into a chest at high speed. It's the goal scorer goes down for Beaverton. Got the second goal then, playing the full 90, make that full 120 now. As the coaches certainly have to start thinking about the shootout, as a yellow card will be issued. Not of high concern at this point in the match. It is going to go against, I believe, Aiden Mass substitute. A lot of conversation here for Beaverton on how they're going to handle this free kick. A very similar spot from where they scored their second goal of the night. They played it to that left side post, got one touch into the middle and put it in. That was to make it 2-1. See if they have a routine here, if they have a different look with it. A lot of players up in attack right now for Ben as they try to make good on this set piece. Put to the far post, put right on net actually. And Janke makes the save. A long distance effort with Janke. He's up to the task, makes a big save. 2 minutes left in extra time before we go to penalty kicks. Dribble just beyond the reach of Montero. Montero, though, commits the foul on the end of it. Thought he had the
Reception, takeaway, and it's going to be a free kick yet again in a dangerous spot for Beaverton. There's still time left, a minute and a half before we reach the 30-minute mark of extra time. Everyone back in defense and a good amount of players up in attack here. Beaverton only have one dedicated defender right now. And the goalkeeper Meza is up near the 35-yard line. They're committed to trying to end this one now and not go to a shootout. They're giving up the possible counter-attacking opportunities. Of course, Bellevue have everyone back. Not a lot of players ready to counter-attack ahead. This late in the match, see how much you have left in the engine to run full sprint down the entire length of the pitch, but all that matters at this moment is defending this corner kick, essentially, in a free kick. All three of Beaverton's goals have come off of set pieces, off of free kicks tonight. If they've got one more, it may be the winner that sends them to the round of 16. Players are finally set. Referee just about ready to blow the whistle. It's just a one-man wall for Bellevue as we are up to now the 30th minute of extra time. This will more than likely be one of, if not the last opportunity of the match before we go to the spot. Defenders ready, attackers ready. Ball put in, driven into the middle, deflected off the post, it's line, and did it go in? No! It was kept off the line somehow. I cannot believe that. And begging the assistant referee for help on the far side. That was inches away from winner, and somehow it stayed out. Oh my goodness. It came off the post, back off of Jenke. It was right on the yellow goal line. And it was cleared, deflected, and out for a corner kick. The referees are on the far side discussing this for the possibility of an overturn. It is going to be a corner kick. That is as close as can be. And it's going to be a corner now. The danger's not completely done with yet, but wow. My, oh my, that is one of the most amazing things I've seen this late in a match, for that to somehow stay out. This game's had a little bit of everything. And the corner kick coming here. Put to the near post. First header's won by Bellevue and sent out. Perhaps some legs here on the opposite end. It's the last defender gets back and Meza. Cleared across midfield. It was a long stoppage. We'll see how much time the referee allots to add on here to extra time before we go to the shootout. Played to the top of the box. Effort is blocked at the top. Still no whistle. Back up on his feet, trying to push ahead. Shot from the top is wide right. Is that going to do it? It's a goal kick for Bellevue. Players just get a chance to catch their breath. Inches separating a game-winning goal and a possible game-saving clearance off the line. We're in the 33rd minute now of extra time. Referee ready to send this one to spot kicks. Jop sends it long. Flick header goes ahead for Bellevue. Kingston's under it, trying to win it. And a whistle goes against Bellevue. And the players down at the back of the play here. Thank you for joining us. This has been an absolute movie of a match. 2-2 at halftime. The first goal of extra time came for Beaverton. A response by Josh Bull from the spot after it was drawn by Peter Kingston. The ball somehow staying off the line in extra time. And now a stoppage as the player is down for Beaverton on the far side of the pitch. We certainly are going to be headed to penalty kicks as we are now into the 4th minute
of extra time, the 124th minute of the match. And that will do it for regular time. This match will be decided from the spot. And this is where it all just comes down to guts, experience, and belief. We have seen just about everything in this match. This is a Bellevue athletic team which already has advanced on penalty kicks in these playoffs. They beat Duluth FC 3-0 in a shootout in the regional semifinal. Now in the Washington-Oregon Cup, they're going to look to recreate some of that magic in just a second when we return. Well, here we go. It all comes down to this. Penalty kicks between Beaverton FC and Bellevue Athletic. In net is Matt Janke for Bellevue Athletic. He did not allow a penalty to find the back of the net in the regional semifinals a couple rounds ago, looking to recreate some of that goalkeeping magic again today. It is going to be Bellevue taking the first spot kick, winning the coin flip, and electing to shoot first, as is in recent time become the fashion. Joshua Meza, who has already had some heroics in this match for Beaverton, keeping the game alive in the 91st minute. First penalty kick taker is going to be Owen Gortner. Gortner has taken penalties this season on a number of occasions for Bellevue. He converted in the game against Duluth in that penalty shootout. Gortner was denied at the end of regular time what would have been the winner. He's got 2 penalty kick goals in the regular UPSL season, but nothing more important than this. First one will be Gortner against Mesa. Gortner's ready, the all-important first penalty kick against Mesa. Has his run-up. And scores! Slots it into the left side. Mesa went the right way, but it was a really well-taken pen by Gortner. And now it's going to be Matt Janke trying to pull some more penalty kick heroics out of the bag. Would be a huge momentum swing to get a 1-0 lead after the first round of penalties. That is often a death sentence in these penalty shootouts.
Janke stands tall in net. Trying to follow up Gortner's finish with a save. And it slotted into the right side. Timur gets the response to Gortner, and it's going to be Mani Diop, the center back, up to take the second penalty for Bellevue. Diop's had a couple headed opportunities so far in this match. He's a proven goal scorer at the D1 level despite being a defender, an experienced 6'5" Senegalese center back, trying to put the team on his back and keep their advantage in this shootout. One-on-one with Meza. Gortner went left. Which way will Diop go? He goes straight down the middle. Cool as you like. Rolls it in. And once again, it will be an opportunity for Janke to be the hero. Tension palpable in the air. Fans have waited a long 120 minutes through this one. The second penalty for Beaverton. Same spot as Diop put it. Same result. And the third penalty kick taker is going to be the man with the cap armband, Scott Burkholter. This is as far as Bellevue needed to go in their last shootout as they won 3-0. Burkholter has not scored a goal this season. He's got 3 assists. A veteran and a leader on this team, certainly mentally there for these big moments. Has his run up. And it's saved by Meza. He paws it off the post. He put it in the same spot as Gortner, and this time Meza was able to get there in time. Not a penalty, just an excellent save. And now Janke really does need to be the hero. Bellevue needs a miss or a stop in these next couple penalties to keep it alive, as we are now in the third round of penalties. Beaverton trying to solidify what would be a 1-goal advantage in the shootout. Make it 3-2 going to the fourth round. Saved by Janke! Janke responds to Meza with a save of his own, down to his right side, and we're all knotted up going to the fourth round of pens. Janke comes up yet again in a penalty shot, spares the blushes of the captain Burkholder, and it's going to be Peter Kingston. This is a man with championship experience at the USL 2 level. He drew the penalty, which brought this game back to even. A dead ball specialist. What an excellent option for a fourth round penalty taker here for Bellevue. Kingston, the University of Washington Husky, the playoff edition, trying to make good on that edition. He does! An excellent pen to the top left corner. And the pressure is all on Beaverton right here. If they're unable to convert, Bellevue will need either a goal or a save in the final round of pens to win it. Janke, fresh off the back of a huge save, stares down his next opponent. This could turn the tides in a huge way. It's slotted home right side. We go to the fifth round of penalties. The man who converted in extra time, the man who scored the winning penalty in the shootout of the conference semifinal, it's Josh Bull. The veteran midfielder, a head coach in his spare time for Eastside FC. This will put all the pressure on Beaverton to score in the last shot to keep this one going. Bull already has a penalty kick past Mesa tonight. Make that 2. Everything from this point on has to go perfect for Beaverton. They need to score. Bellevue need to miss, and Beaverton need to score again, but it could end right here if Janke able to save or this shot goes wide. All eyes on the spot. Is this it? A Panenka which just sneaks under the bar. How cheeky is that on a gotta-have-it penalty? Wow. That is gutsy, and it paid off. And that is A.L. Shetman, I believe. He had a big defensive moment at the end of this game, and he's got a chance to win it and send Bellevue to the round of 16. He does! Excuse me, it's going to come down to one more here. Shetman comes through in a big way. We're still going here in the penalty shootout. Excuse me, my math was off, but the pressure is still all on Beaverton. We are even up right now. A save here would end it. Shetman puts the pressure on Beaverton to make this one count, or else it's over. Gotta have it or it's over. Just beyond fingertips of Janke. And we're up to yet another round of penalties. The drama just continues here. Meza had a save. Janke returned the favor. And we're beyond our regularly slated penalty kick takers. It's Tyler Hopp now. Does his job. Hopp, the substitute, slots it to the right side, and once again, Beaverton have to score. Janke got a piece of the last one. Can he do a little bit more this time and send it out to win it? In down the middle. This is clinical penalty taking from both ends. Back-to-back have-it penalties softly put into the back of the net. This is exactly the composure that you'd want from Beaverton, a team who are yet to lose this season. They certainly don't want to have that begin tonight. It's going to be London Fenster, a young man stepping up to take an all-important penalty in the 7th round slot. Fenster against Mesa. Mesa saved one in the shootout. And Fenster sends him the wrong way. Third consecutive make or go home penalty. The crowd urging on. Matt Janke. Is this it? Can Janke end it? He does! The dream continues! They're going to the round of 16! Bellevue wins it in a shootout! Matt Janke, the save, the moment, the hero of the night! What a match! What a finish! What a night for Bellevue! They did it in the spring, they do it in the fall. They're one of the last 16 teams remaining in the UPSL playoffs. They hand Beaverton their first loss of the season. A brace from Engman, a penalty, an extra time from Josh Bull, and some heroics in the shootout by Matt Janke are enough to survive and advance. You could not ask for a better playoff matchup between two great teams. Very well played by Beaverton. They were down 1-0, came back 2-1. They took a lead in extra time, just couldn't hold on to it. A goal line clearance in the last minute of extra time also proving to be the difference. This has been an absolute treat of a match, and I thank you very much for joining me here. I've been Adam Race on the call. A happy ending for Bellevue as they advance to the UPSL round 16 in a penalty shootout that went 8 rounds. Final score here, 3-3. Bellevue ahead on a shootout. Thank you and good night.